Coach Taylor's legacy at Rider is certainly a long one and a positive one. As an ex-coach, I look at it as sustaining success in a program and sustaining success as a head coach is one of the hardest things to do in any sport at any level. And for that, I have the ultimate respect level, for him.
Coach Taylor has been a great mentor to us because he's just been like an all-around good guy to us. He showed me how to play guitar a little bit. I've been able to talk to him person to person, not just wrestling minded, so it's good to have someone, in your corner like that.
I just wanted to be like him. When I was a student athlete, when I was getting recruited by him, and he just blew me away personality-wise. And then when he was my coach when I was a student athlete, I wanted to be like him.
He's such a role model in how he lives his life and the values that he projects onto the team and society, and he's really rallied the whole wrestling alumni community because of that and how much people respect him.
Coach Taylor taught me an intensity, something that doesn't necessarily come natural to a lot of people, but he would have the ability to instill an intensity for competition.
Coach Taylor's impact on my collegiate career is learning every day. He was always teaching, and I think that made a huge impact. He knew we were competitive people, but the teaching component was where he really took and continues to take kids to the next level.
Being Coach Taylor's first All-American is kind of special. We started something together, and I think it gave him something back as a recruiting tool, and it really started a tradition that is only going to even get better with Coach Hanji taking over control. So I'm very, very excited about that.
Being an All-American for Coach Taylor meant that I was able to exceed the expectations that maybe he had for me.
First of all, he had recruited John Lasarne, and John was in our room as the third All-American. I got to see that bar set. But he also had a phrase, I still use it to this day. It's get in, get out, or get run over. Either you're going to get in and dedicate yourself to something, or you're going to get out and try to do that somewhere else, or you're going to get run over.
My favorite Coach Taylor moment, I have to go back to when his first year of coaching. We were at Bucknell, and we wrestled Bucknell, and without Coach Taylor knowing about it, we went out to a party after, and he never found out until we were at conference about a month later. And he was so young then, and he looked so young, he looked like one of the wrestlers. So the wrestling manager from Bucknell sat down next to me, and she said, "Hey, did your coach ever find out about that party you went to at Bucknell?" And he was sitting right next to me, and I just stopped eating and looked over at him, and he's like, "Yeah, he found out now."
My favorite Coach Taylor moment is actually in the wrestling room in Mauer, where him and Adam Derengowski were wrestling a match. And this goes back, probably 1990, we'll say. Adam was still competing. And Adam was beating him literally 14-0. And third period came up, it was Coach Taylor's choice, and he took top. And I can tell you this much, Adam never saw the light of day again. And I remember word for word Adam saying, "You're going to break my neck." But Coach Taylor had to get the pin, so he ended up winning that match for sure.
One thing he always talks about is that he didn't have, anything to really recruit with. He kind of just promised the guys that, look, I'm going to give you my best effort. I'm going to be able to, get you to your highest potential. And I think he's really been true to his word on that, whether it's me or whether it's his wrestlers that he had 35 years ago.
He really becomes a friend to all of his wrestlers. He projects very strong values. He really gives so much to them that you really feel an obligation to stay close to the program, give back, and just reciprocate the friendship and the concern that he's given you.
To take over the reins of this program is a dream come true. It really is. The fact that I wrestled for him, and then he kind of molded me as the heir apparent, so to speak, and he trusts me with what he built, it's hard to put into words. It really is. It's really special to me. It's also bittersweet to me because of all the time we've spent together, and now it's time to move on without him per se. But I've waited for this moment, and I don't want to let him down more than anything. I mean, I'm excited about the opportunity, but I will work tirelessly just to not let him down, period.
I just think this is such an awesome part of Rider wrestling history right now, to see the transition go from Coach Taylor, who has put in his whole life into this, and now Coach Hanji, who's put in most of his life into Rider wrestling as well. So I think we're at a great crossroads right now, and even though it's a shift, I think we're going to be all right with it.
Coach Taylor, I thank you on behalf of Rider Athletics and the university for representing us in such a positive, classy manner for such an extended period of time. Thank you.
Coach, I'd just like to say thanks. I appreciate everything you've done for me and my family, and I wish you the best with your retirement, but you darn well better be in the practice room, and I won't let you down.